Hey guys, welcome. It's Preacher Chris. Today we have 20 minutes of mobility work. What that means is we're going to be working on breathing and easing into different movements to work on flexibility and any aches and pains you may have going on in your body. All right, so whether that's your hips, your knees, your elbows, your neck, maybe it's anxiety, maybe it's stress, we're going to try to let all that go and kind of just release it through this 20 minutes. So as always, go at your own pace. You just need a mat or somewhere soft and try to follow along. If there's anything you need to slow down on, feel free to press pause, come on back when you're ready. But without further ado, here we go guys. 20 minutes of mobility just for you. Alright, so we are starting in a seated cross-leg position. Palms are going to be up to the sky, head high, and we're literally just going to start with some breathing. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Go at your own pace here with your breaths. And here we go. You got about 30 seconds of just breathing. I like to try to get my chest nice and tall on my inhale. And release through the mouth on the exhale. Take your time with this. We still got about 15 more seconds. And give me one more big breath. Good. From here, we're going to take that right hand. We're going to place it to the left knee. That left hand is going to go behind you. Big breath in, crowning the head up tall. As we exhale, we're going to twist slightly behind us. We're going to go with 5 breaths here. Every time you breathe, twisting a little bit further. Good, that's 2. You guys got 3 more big breaths. And the last one, reaching as far as you can behind you. And relax, coming back to the center. Perfect. We're going to do the same thing for the other side now. Left hand's going to go to that right knee. Right hand's going behind you. Big inhale. And we're going to exhale, reaching behind us. Crown of the head staying up tall. And you got 5 breaths here. That was 1. We got 4 more. Take your time here. Really trying to twist that spine. Feel free to keep reaching high, but at the same time, keep reaching behind you. Feeling that spine twist. Feeling that back get a little bit tight, but at the same time, it's feeling great on that back. Good. Give me one more inhale. And exhale as we twist. And relax. Perfect. From here, I'm just going to bring those hands straight up to the sky. Give me a big breath in. As we exhale, we're going to fall forward into a forward roll. Reaching forward, trying to relax that lower back. Keep breathing here. You got about 15 more seconds. Awesome job. Taking your time here, we're going to walk those hands to the right hand side. Left hand is going to be placed on top of the right. Big reach to that left lat. The hand that's reaching, big reach to that lat. Trying to make this an active moving position. What I mean by that is we're continually working through those fingertips, continuing to reach a little further every breath. Good job, guys. And then I'll slowly walk your hands to the other side. Left hand goes first. Right hand on top of the left hand. Big reach through those fingertips. And we're breathing. Great job. We got 10 more seconds here. Continue to reach. Awesome work. Coming back to the center one more time. Inching those fingertips forward. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, we're gonna move those hands to the sky. Great job. I'm gonna drop my right hand and reach that left hand over my body. Big stretch here. I like to drop my back elbow to get an extra big stretch. I should feel that through my left lat, through that left side of my body, but at the same time I might feel it toward the right side as well as I drop that elbow. Reaching, if you like, twist that head, gaze upon the fingertips in the sky. Good, one more big breath in. As we exhale, our right hand's coming back to the sky and we're gonna switch. Drop that left hand, reaching the right hand over. Gazing up at those fingertips, continuing to breathe. Dropping that left elbow, big reach here. Great work, guys. Got about 10 more seconds here. Taking your time, we're just relaxing. Awesome work. And go ahead and bring those hands back to the sky. One more big breath in. And as you exhale, we're gonna bring those hands to prayer position. From here, just relax, close those eyes a little bit if you want to. I'm gonna walk you through this. We're gonna give me big circles to the right with that head and that neck. Taking your time here. Big circles, big circles. And switching directions. Breathing the entire time. Good, bring that head back to center. Awesome job. And we're just gonna open up those legs nice and wide here, as wide as you feel comfortable. And we're just gonna take those hands straight up overhead. And we're gonna dive those hands forward, reaching through those fingertips like we did before. Feeling that stretch. Feeling that stretch in those hamstrings, the hip flexors. And we're just relaxing here. You can bend those elbows if you want to. You can lock them out, whatever you feel comfortable with. But from here, we're gonna walk those hands over to the right hand side. Left hand is reaching for that right foot. Awesome work. And just taking your time here, taking your time. And we're gonna slowly, on the next big exhale, so breathe in. On your exhale, we're gonna walk those hands over to the left hand side, left hand on top. Reaching that right hand for the left foot. Awesome work, guys. Just continue to breathe. One more big inhale. And as you exhale, bring those hands back to the center. We're gonna bring those feet now together. And all I want you to do is roll on forward onto those knees. Hands are gonna come underneath those shoulders here. We're gonna do some cat-cows. So basically from here, all I need you to do is you're gonna raise those hips up behind you. Raise that head up high. We're gonna drop that chest, drop that stomach to the ground as much as possible. Okay, fighting the stomach to the ground. I want that nice curve in my back. And just nice big spinal stretch. And from here, big breath in. And as we exhale, we're gonna go into cat. So back's gonna round, hips are gonna tuck. Good, big round on that back. And then big inhale. And exhale again, going back in the opposite way. Good job. And now from here, take about 30 seconds. I got your time. On your exhales, you're going to be moving back from cat and cow, all right? So inhale, you're staying still. Exhale, we're moving. And let's do that a couple times at your pace. Beautiful. And you can come back to a flat back here. Awesome job. Hands underneath your shoulders. We're going to bring those toes to the ground. So just roll those toes to the ground. From here, I'm going to bring my hips up to the sky into a downward dog position. All right, I'm fighting my heels to the ground. All right, both heels are fighting to the ground. This time I'm going to bend that left knee, fight that right knee to the ground, stretch out that right calf. And taking your time here, we're going to switch. Good, and now just pedal that out. You're going back and forth on that left heel and that right heel, stretching out those calves. You might feel that in your hips. That's great too. Just pedaling those feet out, working on those calves. Now both calves fighting to the ground. I want you to drive your chest to your toes. Fighting that chest to your toes, fighting those heels to the ground. Arms are locked out. From here, we're going to bring that right leg into the sky. Big reach up behind us. And from here, I'm going to shoot that foot in between my hands. Awesome. And we're going to come down to a runner stretch. So simply, my right hand's going to come to my instep. Now from here, this might be enough for you. You might feel that stretch in your hip flexors. For me, I'm going to slightly start to bring my forearms to the ground. And I might not get both forearms. I might just get one, but that's okay. We're going to hold this stretch for about 30 seconds. And we're just relaxing here. As you breathe in, you're staying still. And as you exhale, you are melting into that stretch. Big breath in and exhale, melting into that stretch, taking your time. Good work, everybody. Control that breath, let everything go. And we're gonna slowly walk back to those hands. Awesome job, stepping that right foot back into your plank position. Back to downward dog here. This time we're gonna raise that left foot into the sky, big reach, and shooting that foot between those hands, bringing those hands to your instep, and slowly coming on down or staying right where you were on those hands. Totally up to you, but you guys are doing awesome. Just breathing, melting into the stretch here. Got about 20 more seconds. Inhale and melt into that stretch. Slowly coming back to those hands. Awesome job. Opposite hand, bringing that foot right back between those hands, stepping back into a plank position. Now from here, we're gonna just collapse onto the floor. Hands are gonna stay underneath those shoulders. Top of your feet are on the floor. We're gonna press on up into Cobra. Crown of the head's up tall, dropping those hips, pulling those shoulders back. Trying to keep those arms nice and stiff. And we're just letting that lower back relax. Couple breaths here through your nose. And as we exhale, melt our hips into the floor. Keep pulling those shoulders back. Working for this position. Letting those hips relax. Great job, guys. And one more big breath. In through your nose. As we exhale, we're going to tuck those toes back to our plank position. From here, I'm going to bring my right knee through my hands. Okay, my right knee is coming through my hands. And I'm going to use my left hand to kind of bring that right foot so I can try to keep that shin parallel with the front of my mat. If you don't get it there, totally okay. My right hip's pretty tight here, so I might not get it all the way parallel, no problem. But from here, we're going to come to a pigeon stretch. So, hands are on the floor. It's up to you how far you want to go in this stretch. You can come on down to your forearms, that's great. Or you can walk it all the way down, totally up to you. For me, I feel most comfortable here on my forearms starting. We're going to hold this stretch for about 30 to 45 seconds. So take your time easing into this stretch here. But you guys are doing awesome. Continue to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth and just relax. We're breathing, we're stretching. Great job, guys. Another 15 seconds. Beautiful. We're going to place those hands back onto the floor. Taking your time here, raising those hips up tall. Bringing that right leg back to your plank position. And we're going to switch the left knees coming through. Using that right hand to bring that shin parallel to the floor or whatever you feel comfortable with. And the same as the opposite side pigeon. Taking your time here. Feel free to stay on those palms, walking down to those forearms, or coming all the way to the floor. And we are just relaxing and stretching here for 45 seconds. You guys are doing awesome. Stay with me. We're just about 5 minutes left on the clock. Continuing to breathe. Hopefully those hips are starting to loosen up. Hopefully that body's starting to relax. Give me one more big breath. We're going to slowly walk back to our hands. Coming back to our plank position. Last time here in downward dog. Shoot the butt to the sky. Good, chest and toes, fight for that position. And from here, we're going to come back to that plank position. Coming all the way knees to the floor. And back to upward dog or cobra. Knees are on the mat, so it'd be cobra, knees off the mat, upward dog. Great job, guys. Just holding this position here. Good work, and relax. Go ahead and shoot that butt back to your heels, reaching those fingertips overhead into child's pose. Drop that head to the mat if you want to, really reaching through those fingertips. And we're just reaching and stretching and breathing and letting our body melt into that mat. Fantastic job, guys. You're going to give me one more big breath in through your nose. And out through your mouth. Great work. Awesome job, guys. Let's go ahead and flip on over to our back. We have a couple of stretches on our back to finish up this 20 minutes of mobility here. So, I'm on my back. We're going to bring that right knee into my chest. One of my favorite stretches here as my knees into my chest. I'm just hugging this here. Okay, really fighting that knee into my chest. Feeling that stretch maybe through your hip depending on how tight you are. Now I'm going to take the opposite hand, so my left hand is going to go on the outside of my right knee. I'm going to drop my right hand to the floor, and all I'm going to do is slowly twist on over my body. That right knee is coming all the way to the floor. And now we're going to stay here for quite some time, so for about 45 seconds, you're just going to slowly ease into this. So every time you breathe in and you exhale, maybe twisting a little bit further if you feel comfortable. This is 100% at your own pace, at your own mobility. So take your time here, just breathing and stretching. Great work, guys. We got about 20 more seconds into this stretch. And slowly coming on back to center. This time we're going to drop that right knee. Left knee is now coming into our chest, squeezing that knee tight. This is kind of the warm-up to this stretch, but I do think this is a nice position to really loosen up those hips. And now from here, that opposite hand, the right hand's coming outside of the left knee. Left hand's dropping out behind you. And we are gonna slowly twist. You might get a back crack in there. Extra bonus. And continue to breathe and stretch here. We got about 20-25 seconds left. Keep twisting, keep working on that spine, keep working on that mobility. We need one more big inhale. And exhale as you twist. And bringing both those knees to center here. And we're gonna hug those knees in. If you want to, you can get a little rock back and forth, taking your time. And relax. Good, guys. So go ahead and sit on up, taking your time here. We're gonna come to those feet, and we are gonna finish with 3 swan dives. So we're gonna come all the way up, hands to center chest. And from here, we're gonna bring those hands straight overhead with a big inhale. And as we exhale, we're gonna swan dive over those feet. Holding on this stretch, let those hamstrings relax. One more big breath. Awesome. On the next exhale, we are going to reverse swan dive, coming back to the center chest. And coming all the way back up nice and tall. That is 1. We're going to do 2 more, but we're going to speed them up. So here we go. Raising those hands overhead. Swan diving down. One big inhale and exhale here. Good. On the next exhale, we're going back up. Coming back up nice and tall. Great job. Hands overhead, back to center chest. And last time, we're going right into it. Hands going overhead and coming on down for our last and final stretch. Give me one big breath here. And last one, but on the exhale, we are coming back up. Hands to center chest. Great job today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me with 20 minutes of mobility. I appreciate you guys watching. Feel free to comment below. Let me know what you liked. Let me know what you would like to see more of. Until next time, guys, I'm Preacher Chris. Have an awesome rest of your day.